A fairly cloudy note with some patchy rain and drizzle. The cloud will break through the day, allowing some sunshine to develop, but as that happens, further showers will too. I'll have all the details throughout this morning's programme. Good morning, everybody. It's a mild start to the day today for most of us. Temperatures are about 7 degrees, except for northeast Scotland, where temperatures have fallen away to between 1 and 3. The other thing is there's some mist and fog to watch out for. Fog, especially across southwest England and parts of South Wales. Now, it's often going to be cloudy today. There will be some sunshine, but in that sunshine, that could well spark off some heavy showers. So anywhere from the Midlands northwards, we're looking at some showery outbreaks of rain, some drizzle as well, and a lot of cloud. And you can see the cloud breaking across the southwest and Wales through the day. That in itself will spark off some showers, some of which will be heavy and potentially thundery. These are our temperatures: 7 in Lerwick to about 17 in London. Yesterday's top temperature was in Holbeach in Lincolnshire at just over 18 degrees. Now, what we're looking at as we go through the evening and overnight period is still a lot of clouds, still some showers. We've got some rain coming in across the north and also the west. Some of that will be heavy at times, and we'll have some coastal mist and fog, and also the same for the hills in western areas, but it's not going to be a cold night. In fact, it is going to be quite a mild one. Now, all that rain through the course of tomorrow will continue to clear eastwards as we go through the course of the day. Showers follow on behind, but the showers largely confined to the far southeast by the end of the afternoon, and brighter conditions with some sunshine come out behind, and a little bit warmer with temperatures between about 10 and 19, possibly 20 degrees down in Sal.
Thank you very much.
The Forest. Morning, Carol.
Good morning, everyone. This morning, some of us are waking up to some beautiful sunrises, rather like this one in North Yorkshire, and thanks to Maz for sending it in. However, if you're waking up in the southwest of England or indeed South Wales, there is some dense fog to watch out for, as you can see here from our weather watcher, Alan, who sent this in just a little bit earlier. Now, it's a mild start to the day, more or less across the board. The exception to that is across northeast Scotland, where temperatures have fallen away quite low as we've gone through the early hours of today. And there's a lot of cloud around as well. In fact, anywhere from the Midlands northwards, you could see some patchy rain or indeed some drizzle coming out of that cloud. Now, through the day, our mist and fog will tend to lift, but what you'll find is as the sun comes out across Wales, the southwest, parts of Northern Ireland as well, that will spark off some showers, and some of those could be heavy and also thundery. Temperatures 7 in Lerwick to about 17 as we sweep down towards the southeast. The other thing today is that pollen levels are high in Wales and southern England, but for the rest of the UK, they're either low or moderate. Now, through this evening and overnight, there still will be a fair bit of cloud around with 1 or 2 showers, and then a weather front comes in from the west, bringing in some rain. Some of this will be heavy as it pushes slowly eastwards. It's not going to be a cold night with all of this going on. Temperatures falling away between 6 and about 11 degrees. So here is that same said weather front, which will continue to journey eastwards during the course of Wednesday. Another one following hot in its heels, bumping into that area of high pressure, so it's fairly weak. So we start off with that rain moving eastwards, followed by some of it heading southwards as well. But by the afternoon, most of that will be confined to the far southeastern quarter, but it could be heavy across some southern and eastern parts of England and also eastern Scotland, and you may just hear the odd rumble of thunder, but it will brighten up out towards the west with some sunny intervals and highs up to about 19 degrees. Now, as we move from Wednesday into Thursday, you can see how this area of high pressure is building from the southwest. There still will be a few weather fronts toppling over the top of it, but we're dragging in this milder air across the whole of the UK. The highest temperatures will be in the south, but temperatures generally will be higher than they have been across the country. So a lot of dry and sunny weather to start with in England and Wales, a bit more cloud developing through the afternoon, and we've got our weather fronts toppling across the top of that, bringing in some rain at times across parts of Scotland and Northern Ireland. Temperatures 10 in Lerwick to 21 somewhere in the southeast, possibly 22 if we hang on to the sunshine before that cloud does build in. And then as we move on into Friday, we've got various weather fronts slipping southwards, taking the cloud and the rain with them. In between, there will be some sunshine, but the wind changing to more of a northwesterly. So something a bit fresher coming in across the northern half of Scotland. But as we push farther south across the rest of the country, we're still looking at some warm conditions, temperatures up to about 20 degrees in London. Sal and Dan.
Thank you very much.
And fog to watch out for this morning, but it's a mild start. It's also a cloudy one with some rain and drizzle. Where that cloud breaks and the sun comes out, we'll see some heavy showers develop, especially in the south and the west. I'll have all the details throughout the rest of this morning's programme. Dan, it's quite cloudy tomorrow, plus there'll be some showers around, and some of those could be heavy and thundery. So take your brolly, but if it's thundery, for goodness sake, do not put it up. So in between there'll be some bright skies as well. Today the weather's not too dissimilar actually. There's a lot of cloud around, as you can see from our Weather Watchers picture taken in Norfolk, and that cloud is certainly producing some patchy rain and also some drizzle, especially from the Midlands northwards. Now, as we go through the course of the day, we'll hang on to quite a bit of cloud and still some of that patchy rain. May brighten up across the Isle of Skye, around Moira and Mallaig, for example. Also, in Northern Ireland, you can see some brightness, but essentially there's a lot of cloud. A lot of cloud too across much of England and Wales, still producing some of that rain and also some drizzle. And we've got some fog this morning across South Wales and also southwest England, which is quite dense, but that should tend to lift. Now, through the day, what you'll find is the cloud will break in Wales and southwest England over towards the southeastern corner as well. And as it does so, and temperatures rise, that will spark off some heavy showers, with temperatures 7 in the north to 17 in the south. Now, through this evening and overnight, there will still be some showers around and a lot of cloud and a new weather front coming in from the west. Result, it's not going to be a cold night. So we start off with the rain moving from the west towards the east. Another weather front will bring in some rain as well, not particularly heavy. All of this fragmenting, so Dan is probably going to get wet tomorrow. And then behind it in the west, the sun will come out and temperatures ranging from 9 to about 18 degrees. Sal and Dan.
Thank you, Carol. Appreciate that. Not the best news, but
Carol.
Morning.
Good morning, everyone. If you haven't yet stepped outside, it's quite a mild start to the day. Temperatures are easily, for most of us, in high single figures or just creeping into double figures now, except for across northeast Scotland, where it's been a cold night. The other thing this morning is there's a lot of cloud around, and that cloud thick enough to be producing some patchy rain here and there, and also some drizzle, as you can see from our Weather Watchers picture taken a wee bit early in Derbyshire. Now, the other thing we have this morning is some mist and fog, as we've got in parts of Wales and also southwest England, and there's poor visibility. This will improve as we go through the course of the morning, but it's something to be aware of at the moment. So a lot of cloud around. We've got the patchy light rain and drizzle, and as we go through the course of the day, we'll start to see some of that cloud break up, particularly across parts of Wales and southern England. And as it does so, what you'll find is in the sunshine, it will spark off some showers. Now, some of those showers could be heavy and thundery, and we could still see some showers across parts of Northern Ireland and Western Scotland for a time ahead of this next area of rain coming in later, and that is a weather front bringing in rain which will turn heavy as we go through the course of the night. Temperatures 7 in the north to 17 in the south. Yesterday's top temperature was in Holbeach in Lincolnshire at just over 18 degrees, so a bit cooler for you here today. Now, pollen levels today are high across Wales and also southern England. We're talking primarily tree pollen, but there's an element of grass pollen starting to creep into this as well. So if you've got a runny nose and itchy eyes, probably that is why. Through this evening and overnight then, a lot of clouds, still some showers, and then the weather front in the west takes its rain from the west towards the east. Some of that will be heavy in the northern half of the country, but as a result of all of this cloud around and of course the rain, temperatures won't fall away too much. So we're looking at 6 to about 11 degrees. So that's going to be another mild start to the day tomorrow. Now, tomorrow high pressure is building in from the southwest. This is the front moving eastwards, taking the rain, and then we have another one slipping southwards behind it. So we'll watch that rain clear off into the North Sea through the course of the morning. The second weather front comes in, bringing some showery rain, but some of those showers will be heavy and thundery, and by the end of the afternoon they'll be largely confined to the southeast. But they could also be heavy and thundery across parts of eastern Scotland. Whereas if you're in the west tomorrow, it will brighten up behind that rain and we will see some sunny intervals. Temperatures up a touch on today as well. We're looking at 10 to about 19 degrees north to south. Now, as we head on into Thursday, you can see how this high pressure really starts to build across the UK. We've got weather fronts toppling over the top of it, bringing in some rain at times to northern Scotland, but it's dragging in this warmer air, not just across southern areas, but across the whole of the UK. Now, the highest temperatures will be in the south, but temperatures will be higher in the north than they have been. For England and Wales, we start off on a sunny note. There'll be some mist and fog to get rid of, and then the cloud will build. And don't forget, we've got the weather fronts toppling around that high pressure, so we'll see some rain at times across northern Scotland. And we're looking at 10 degrees in Lerwick to 21 in London. Possibly in the sunshine, we get as high as 22 degrees, which Salindan in Old Money is 72 Fahrenheit.
Oh, love a bit of old money. Thank you very much for that, Carol. See you after 8.
Pleasure. Good morning. It's a mild but a cloudy start to the day today. We've also got some patchy rain and drizzle, but it will brighten up in the west and the south through the day, but that will spark off some heavy showers. I'll have all the details throughout the rest of this morning's programme. And it won't be raining all day, Dan. There'll just be some showers, but they could be heavy and thundery, so don't put your brolly up. Good morning again. We're looking at a cloudy start to the day in Lincolnshire, as we are across many areas. You can see that quite nicely on the satellite picture. Across northeast Scotland, where we've got breaks in the cloud, that's where the temperatures fell to their lowest last night. So a mild start, patchy light rain and drizzle today, but the cloud will break in some western and southern areas. And where that happens, as the sun comes out, we'll see some sharp showers develop. But it will also break around western parts of Scotland, the Isle of Skye at times. Still some patchy rain though dotted around here and there. Some breaks in Northern Ireland, but still some breaks here too. And we're also looking at a few showers across parts of northern England. Into Wales and southern England, this is where we're likely to see the heavy and thundery showers at times. Now, temperatures 8 in the north to about 16 in the south. Yesterday's highest temperature was in Lincolnshire at Holbeach, where it reached 18.1 Celsius. Through this evening and overnight, we hang on to a lot of cloud. Again, still a few showers, but a new weather front's coming in from the west, and it's going to be drifting eastwards, taking some heavy rain with it in doing so. Temperatures tonight, 6 to about 10 degrees, maybe 11 in Northern Ireland, so that means it's going to be a mild start to the day on Wednesday. With the rain moving from the west towards the east, that clears. Then we've got a second front coming south, bringing in some showers, and some of those showers across southern and eastern England, so this includes Dan, and also northeast Scotland, could be heavy and thundery. Out towards the west though, we are looking at some sunny skies and a little bit warmer today than tomorrow than it's going to be today. We're looking at 9 to about 17 degrees. But it's as we go through Thursday into Friday, we're looking at temperatures climbing up a bit more widely across the whole of the UK, but the highest temperatures will be in the south before something fresher comes our way for the weekend. Dan and Sal.
Thank you very much for that, Carol. What day is it today?
Tuesday. Indeed, yes. Good morning, everyone. The Weather Watchers pictures I'm about to show you tell the weather story quite nicely. So this first one was taken earlier in Wales. Wales and southwest England have seen quite a bit of fog this morning with poor visibility. That will slowly lift, but we've also got thicker cloud elsewhere, thick enough for some rain and some drizzle, as you can see from this one in Matlock. Now, look at the extent of the cloud across our shores at the moment. As I mentioned, thick enough for some patchy rain and drizzle. It is fairly fragmented, and as we go through the course of the day, some of the cloud in western areas will start to break and we'll see some sunshine coming through. But as that happens, that will spark off some showers, some of which will be heavy and thundery, especially across parts of Wales and southern England. Now, temperatures today ranging from 8 in Lerwick to about 16 as we push down towards Cardiff and also London. Pollen levels today are high across Wales and southern England, and we're talking especially tree pollen, but we're starting to get into the grass pollen season now as well. Now, through this evening and overnight, still a lot of clouds, still 1 or 2 showers. We've got a weather front coming in from the west, bringing in some rain. That's going to be pushing eastwards. The heaviest rain will be in the northern half of the country. But as a result of all of this, it's not going to be a cold night. In fact, it's going to be quite a mild one. And you can see the weather front bringing the rain overnight, pushing eastwards, clearing into the North Sea during Wednesday. But there's a cold front bumping into the high pressure, so that's fairly weak. That's coming our way too. So a cloudy start on Wednesday morning. There goes the rain. And then here comes the second weather front, bringing in some showery rain. Now, some of this will be heavy and thundery, especially across southern and eastern England and also parts of eastern Scotland. But if you're in the west, well, it's going to brighten up quite nicely. There will be quite a bit of sunshine around at times, and our temperatures tend to about 17 degrees. Now, moving on through the week, high pressure continues to build from the southwest. On Thursday, we've got weather fronts toppling over the top of it, bringing in some rain at times across northern Scotland, but it's also going to bring in all this mild air. So temperatures will be higher across the board, but the highest temperatures will be in the south. So for England and for Wales on Thursday morning, we start off with some sunshine, cloud building through the day. And if you remember, we've got these weather fronts toppling over Scotland, bringing in some rain. May affect Northern Ireland at times as well. But temperatures 13 in Stornoway, 16 in Aberdeen. We're looking at 20 in Birmingham, 21 or possibly 22 somewhere in the southeast. Dan and Sal.
Thank you very much for that, Carol. Have a lovely Tuesday. See you tomorrow.
Thank you. You too.